everyone, and welcome to another SportsCast with Christopher Murphy. I'm going to get right down to business here with some news in all kinds of different sports. We're going to start off with golf. Rory McIlroy, after a tough start in the qualifier, he battles back and makes it into this weekend's tournament. He will, in this weekend's Memorial Tournament, he had a trouble in the first part of the qualifier. He then battled back, was able to grab a spot. In the MLB, the Nationals' Steven Strasburg has an injured oblique. No news of how long he will be out. And then in the NBA, the Heat's Chris Anderson has been suspended for Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals due to a scuffle with Tyler Hansborough. Now, you wonder if they should suspend him for the rest of the Eastern Conference Finals or for the rest of the playoffs. They're suspending him for one game. And that's all they're going to give him. Now I'm going to get my predictions for the NBA playoff games and the MLB games coming up today. Now in the NBA, the Heat and the Pacers. The Heat took a 3-2 lead last night over the Indiana Pacers. Now, looking at this, Pacers are going back home to play. They're in Indiana. Pacers are going to win Game 6. They're going to beat Miami in Game 7. They're going to go to the NBA Finals. And I think the Indiana Pacers win it all in the NBA Finals. Looking at how far they've come, a team that everybody doubted in the playoffs, they've come a long way. They're going to take home the NBA title this year. Now, going to the MLB. Tampa Bay at Cleveland. I think Tampa Bay just has a better pitching staff. The runs will come with their pitching. They're going to beat Cleveland tonight. Seattle at Minnesota. I think Seattle, same thing. Seattle's pitching is better, can outdo Minnesota hitting. I think Seattle beats Minnesota tonight. San Francisco at St. Louis. St. Louis just has a dominant pitching staff. San Francisco can pitch, they can hit. It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a close game. St. Louis is going to win it. Milwaukee at Philadelphia. Philadelphia, I think, coming off a rough series at Boston, want to bounce back, and they're playing the Milwaukee Brewers, a team that I think they will be able to beat. They are going to beat the Phillies, beat the Milwaukee Brewers tonight. Texas at Kansas City. Kansas City going on a downhill climb. Started off good this season, but now it's all going downhill. Texas wins tonight's game. They're at home, and I think they're going to come out to play, beat Kansas City. Detroit at Baltimore. This is going to be a very interesting series, very interesting game to watch. But I think since Baltimore's at home, these teams match up well. But Baltimore's at home, they have the home field advantage. They win tonight's game. Chicago White Sox at Oakland Athletics. The Oakland Athletics have been a pretty good team this year. Chicago White Sox have not performed to what we thought they could perform to. The Oakland Athletics win tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers at the Colorado Rockies. I think in this game, the Los Angeles Dodgers just aren't performing to what they can be this year. They aren't a team that a lot of people thought they were going to be. And they're just not performing well. I think the Colorado Rockies win tonight's game. The New York Mets at the Miami Marlins. Now the Mets coming off a sweep of the Subway Series. Carry that momentum into Miami. They're going to meet the Marlins. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Whoever wins this series, whoever takes the two of these games, or all of them, is going to walk away with the division lead. Excuse me. I think it's Pittsburgh because they're at home. They're gonna do what it takes. Arizona at Chicago. I'd like to see the Cubs succeed to break this whole curse thing that they won't be able to win another World Series. I'd love to see them break that. But Arizona wins tonight. Washington at Atlanta. A very good division matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. Atlanta out better record than Washington. But I think in this one, Washington is going to come back and beat the Braves. And they're going to start climbing in that division. Houston Astros against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, I think, are having a better time than they were at the beginning of the season. I think they're starting to do better as a team. The Angels win tonight's game. Toronto at San Diego. Now, this is a very tough game to pick. I don't know much about these two teams, just that they're both kind of cellar teams that sit in the bottom of the division and come back to bite people who are racing for the playoffs. In this game, I'm going to go with San Diego because I think it's interleague play. Toronto's having to go play in San Diego against National League pitching. San Diego Padres win. And last, but definitely not least, the Red Sox-Yankees game tonight in New York. The Yankees won last night, and I think my Yankees are going to take it home for game number 2 and number 3. They're going to sweep the Red Sox in New York this weekend. Now, to wrap things up, I'm going to talk about the pitching matchup here and what's going on in this Boston Yankee series, because this is one of the most storied rivalries in baseball. Now, Mark Teixeira went 0 for 3 last night in his season debut, coming off that wrist injury in the World Baseball Classic. He's looking to recover from that, get his first hit against Boston. It's going to happen, and he's hitting a home run tonight for his first hit of the season. Phil Hughes going up against Felix Doubront. Phil Hughes has been struggling, but so is Doubront. I think Hughes is going to take this one home because he's at home and he can play. He can pitch at Yankee Stadium. And the Yankees, of course, trying to climb back into first place with a win tonight. That would tie them at the top with Boston. And then with a sweep, they would take the division lead. So I think Yankees are going to sweep the Red Sox. They take the division lead. Well, guys, that's going to be all for today. Thank you for watching another SportsCast with Christopher Murphy. If you enjoyed this video, please click that subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen. Click that like button as well. Tell all your friends about my videos if you enjoyed them. And thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time.